lawyer. Today we have just received a withdrawal decision of an appeal. So we do appeals also in the tribunals, and this was an appeal, quite a difficult one, for a EU settlement scheme family permit. So several family permits are, it's quite common that family permits are being refused. This was on the basis of marriage. The Home Office did not believe that the marriage had taken place before the end of the transition period. So this is a EU settlement scheme application, where the individual had got married to the EU national before 31st December 2020, but still for some reasons there were problems, and the Home Office did not believe the marriage certificate also. It was quite a difficult one, and we were able to get a withdrawal decision. So you can see this decision which has just come today. It says 4th of June 2023, but we received it on today only 28th of June 2023. So it's from the pre-appeal review. So the way the EUSS appeals work, EU settlement scheme appeals, is whenever an application is refused, you usually have two options: an appeal or an administrative review. In this case, there was no chance to get the decision at an admin review. So hence we had advised the client to file an appeal. But when we filed the grounds of appeal, we had made exhaustive representations. And finally, the Home Office, I'll read what it says here. I'm writing with regard to the above named outstanding appeal. So they have written to the tribunal. This matter has been reviewed ahead of the scheduled hearing, so no hearing date was being given. The review has considered grounds of appeal, evidence, and any material changes since the date of decision. In the light of the review, it has been concluded the decision to refuse is no longer appropriate, and the immigration decision is therefore withdrawn. So they have withdrawn their refusal decision, and it is anticipated leave to enter under EU settlement scheme. Family permit will be granted. So they will be giving family permit to that applicant, subject to further check. So that is just, they will just ask for the passport to be submitted again in the home country. So this is what we wanted to share. So it is common that EU settlement scheme applications are refused. Sometimes clients will file admin reviews that will waste a lot of time. Admin reviews waiting time is about 12 months or so, and counting. So it's going much higher than that, because there are many admin reviews being filed, especially in the EU settlement scheme area. Considerable amount of applications are refused, whether pre-SS or even pre-settled status or settled status, mainly settled status ones nowadays. Applications from family members, so like similar to this case, where a wife was applying and the husband was a EU national, and the wife had claimed that okay, their marriage was before the end of the transition period. So this is very common. Family members' applications are refused, especially partners, spouses, etc. Under the EU settlement scheme, because the other option is the caseworker would want you to go under the British immigration rules for the spouse visa, partner visa, pay them considerable amount of fees, which is the visa fees over £1,000 or so, NHS surcharge of 624 per year, etc. So there are other considerable fees on the British immigration rules. So that seems to be where it would have gone. So if this was not the case, the client would have given up and not appealed the decision. The only option was they would have gone into a lot of expenses over a period of next 5 years. It's not that they wouldn't get any visa. She would have got a spouse visa on the British immigration rules, but then that would have costed a lot of money at the first point, then at the extension after 2.5 years, then at the point of ILR. So yeah, that this appeal withdrawal decision has been, the refusal withdrawal has helped the client. It has saved them a lot of costs. So if your application has been refused under the EU settlement scheme, or even under the British immigration rules, you have been given an appeal right, or maybe admin review, whatever you want to consider, do book a consultation with us, discuss the matter with us. We'll tell you the merits of success upfront by looking at whatever documentation information you can provide. And this one was a good one, yes, from the information we gathered. It was quite a reasonable chance of success. So, but they did give up at this juncture only. Uh, we were not sure, it was a 50-50 chance. It would have gone for a hearing, and the hearing would have taken further 6 months or so, and it would have wasted a lot of the client's time and stress and money as well. And the hearing would have costed further fees for the client as well. So we were able to successfully overturn the decision, and this is called as the pre-appeal review unit. So when we file the appeal, the tribunal sends all the documents, the grounds, the representations, the submissions that we make, all the arguments, legal arguments and all, and then someone from this unit looks at it. It's not the caseworker usually, it's not the person who has made the decision, it's another person. So they know more about appeals, and they will look at it, and this is a very good decision for our client. It has saved a lot of time, effort, and a lot of costs, appeal costs and all of that, going to the tribunal physically. The sponsor would have to take leave, attend the court, etc., etc. So yeah, so what has happened is they have concluded the decision to refuse is no longer appropriate, and the immigration decision is therefore withdrawn. So yes, they do withdraw many of the decisions at this stage. We have seen with our cases, because we do exhaustive representations at this initial stage only. So you can just, if your application has been refused, you want to consider what you should do, appeal, admin review, steps, etc. Do book a consultation with us. We can advise you on everything, steps, merits of success, what is possible, what is not, everything. And if you want us to represent, we can also represent you. So thank you very much for watching this video. The reason is, if you do like this video, subscribe to our channel on YouTube. If you're watching this on TikTok, do follow us, become friends on TikTok, or anywhere you're watching this on Facebook, etc. This is quite an important one. I know people always think, do subscribe to our channel, and especially like this video. Once you like or you view this video and like it, TikTok, YouTube, anywhere, it will be thrown at others as well. There are many EUSS applications being refused. Individuals are not sure what to do because the letter is confusing. It will tell you admin review, it will tell you appeal, it will give you the days, 14 days, 28 days, whatever that is, and it is quite confusing. So this will at least help someone to decide what to do. And we can also advise whether you should go with the paper hearing, oral hearing, whatever that is, and what are the chances it can be withdrawn. Also, like this case, in this case also we thought that there was a 50-50 chance that it will be withdrawn now, or we were already prepared to go for the appeal also. So we were preparing all the documentation as well for that. So thank you very much for watching. Do subscribe to our channel, follow us, and click on the notification button, the thumbs up button on YouTube or something like that. And yes, thank you very much.